Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. It's a gloomy day out today, but I thought I would brighten it up with my beautiful cyan, or however you say that word, shirt. I think it really brings out the color in my eyes. Anyway, welcome to our Theolog for today. And today we're going to be looking at the SCOTS Confession. Yeah. So we did this one a few weeks ago or not a few weeks. Yeah, a few weeks ago for True Reformation Sunday, right? We switched it up. Normally we do the Heidelberg, but I decided to do something from the Scots Confession. And the reason I decided to do that is because the Scots Confession is like the founding confession of Presbyterians, right? So it was written during the Reformation, and it was the founding document for the Church in Scotland, which is the Presbyterian Church as we know it, which is why it's the first in the series of the Reformation. We're going to go to other places like Heidelberg and Germany and Switzerland, and where else? Do we go to the Netherlands? Oh, we go back to England anyway. So we're going to move around in Europe for a little bit, but this is the first one from the Reformation, and it's the Scots Confession. And the Scots Confession is pretty interesting because it's mainly written as a thing against Mary of Guise, which is Scottish ruler. And so the Scots were kind of chafing under Catholic power. So the majority of the Scottish population had ended up following the Reformation. But a lot of them a lot of the rulers remained Catholic. And so there was this big debate. And the famous Scottish reformer, John Knox, had a hand in this. In fact, actually, this whole thing was written by John. So it was like four guys named John. It's really funny. And it's best to be read with like a Scottish accent, and because it uses a lot of Scottish terminology like Kirk to refer to the church, and so it really carries what it has. And so I think it's the reason it's important is because this is like the founding document of our denomination. Even though it's not the most important, which is kind of interesting. It's the founding one, but not the most important. But it kind of weighs out a lot of our theology from what we believe about God, God's sovereignty, what we believe about Jesus, to what we believe about like the sacraments. And so if you go to those sections, so if I'll try and find it right now, but if you go to sessions that are about that stuff, you're going to see a lot of shade being thrown at the Catholic Church. And that's mainly because they are obviously their biggest contenders at this point. That kind of dies down as we move forward, but it's going to be around for a few. So don't be surprised if you read these things and you start seeing stuff against Catholicism. That's just kind of part and parcel for what happens. Just to let you know, the church itself has obviously, our church has tamped down those things rightly. Like we don't want to insult anyone or maliciously insult people, I guess is a better way to put it. But we still need to know the differences, like why we don't call it a mass, and why it's the Lord's Supper, and why we baptize infants. We need to know these things. That way when we talk to people about them, they can do that. And the purpose of the confessions is to teach us. So go ahead, read a few of these, and let me know what you think. It's good stuff. So that's all we have for today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe and healthy. All right. Bye.